Every day in America, on average, 28 people are killed a day being related to drunk driving accidents. Kids and adults' lives are put at risk every minute someone is behind the wheel under the influence. Drunk driving happens every day and comes with severe consequences based on the actions of one person's choice. Even if you aren't drinking, as a nation, we are responsible for being around those who have been drinking and letting them leave under the influence. If something bad was to happen, you may be responsible for the other person's actions. You should do your part so you don't put anyone else's lives at risk. Together, if we come forward to reach greater steps, we can lower the number of deaths each year caused by drinking and driving. One way we can stop under the influence drivers is with the people we like to hang around. Whether if it's your own party or going out to the city, we all need to be prepared so no one is driving home underneath the influence. Decide who will be a designated driver, and with today's technology, there are multiple apps that will allow us to find rides such as Uber and Lyft. When having a party, you're responsible for the people drinking at your house, and especially if you're drinking, and especially if they are drunk and unable to make their own decisions, you need to watch out for them. According to www.lawslouisville.com, if a person is unable to make their own decisions for alcohol, then decide to drive behind the wheel, you will then be at fault for that person's decisions behind the wheel if anything bad happens. Every 52 minutes, someone in the United States' life is taken away from the act of drunk driving. This calculates to an average of 10,000 lives per year. 10,000 lives of innocent people who have been claimed from one person's decision to drive home drunk. This is completely unacceptable, and there are multiple other solutions to getting a ride back home. According to www.cdc.gov, most drunk drivers range from the age of 21 to 24, which isn't very surprising since many new drinkers are learning to experiment with alcohol, being 21 being the legal age. I think it's very important to talk to the kids around 21 who are starting to experiment with the use of alcohol. It is very important to realize that a couple drinks is not worth taking the lives of innocent people. The final way we should be preventing drinking and driving is to change multiple laws to prevent people from driving under the influence. According to www.transportation.gov, there has already been laws tried to put in place to lower the blood alcohol content to 0.05 instead of the legal amount, which is 0.08. Many states are trying to enforce driver educational programs to make someone think twice before drinking under the influence. Finally, I think local police departments should put more sobriety stops throughout the year and not just have them up on major holidays such as Halloween and New Year's. A lot of people won't have a say when it comes to these laws being enforced, but I still think that it's an important way to take action to this problem. In conclusion, to stopping under the influence drivers, I hope that you will have a bigger perspective on this very important topic. This nation has lost too many lives to this terrible issue in the world, and not only is it important to note the fact about the lives lost, but it's also important to note the facts about the drivers behind the wheel. According to www.americansaddictioncenter.org, 43% of Americans have admitted to at least driving home when knowing they weren't capable to after drinking. I think this is a very extremely important statistic to know how many Americans have been involved with this issue. I think it's very important to come together as a nation to protect everyone's lives, whether it's behind the wheel, being an innocent person, or a person that could end up being a victim. With this being said, I hope everyone will be able to make the right decision and help solve this terrible issue that we have in today's world. Thank you.